get this camera up. Let's see here. All right. Hold on. Let's see.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live, but I got to fix some cameras because somehow they're all messed up there. All right, so we're live, guys. Let me fix these cameras real quick.
I think I got to scoot mine over.
They're not used to too much sexiness.
Yeah, I've been on here this whole time, man.
Is that what it is?
I've been here the whole time. What are you talking about?
Have you always had issues?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was just tonight.
The issue is it's, because I'm on here, man. I mean, everybody knows, like.
Said the man with 10 million passwords.
Okay, guys. So we are live, guys, and we're good to go, guys. I know whenever we do switch over to a different view, we might have a little bit of issues, but we should be good now. Let me lower this down real quick. All right, what's going on, Ray? Ray in the house.
We are back on a Tuesday, a lovely Tuesday. Man, it was so hot outside today. I hope you guys had a chance to get some air conditioning because estaba bien calientona, bro. It was hot. But we made it. We're here again.
Heck yeah, we are. Let's see, just fixing up this camera. What's going on, Sylvia?
Hello, how's everybody doing out there? Happy to be here on another Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, and we got Mr. Epi Cruz in the house. What's going on, Epi?
Nothing much, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing good,
I'm glad that y'all invited me again.
Yeah,
I finally made it.
We weren't gonna let you, but
so isn't Epi like an Atomic original?
Yes.
Well, you could say that, but then not really say that. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's a second original.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's probably the third original, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, you know that first intro? I made that first intro.
So who did the Atomic Talk?
He produced it.
Well, I didn't say it, but I produced it.
Oh,
I put it in that little.
I missed that intro, bro. I say it whenever I remember. I'm like, Atomic Talk. I like that. Anyway.
All right, guys. So the camera's going to be on y'all for a little bit, guys, because I'm going to fix some of these settings real quick. So
I'm trying to get on the Facebook so I could share it, and I don't see it.
Well, why couldn't we just go to your thing and just post it?
Go to the Scott Nevada one.
No, but why couldn't we just go to your Facebook and allow it to go on there in the first place? Epi.
Because he has 1,000 passwords.
Because I forgot my password.
So it says, if you're too old, you probably changed it in the last month. And then you put another password and it says, you probably changed it last week. And then you put another one. It was like, in the last 72 hours, you changed your password, man.
He's like the mystery man.
But honestly, though, let's see. There we go.
I have like a old email. You know, like the AOL email?
I know. I heard the MSN.
MSN.
You got it on the when we had dial-up, right?
Yeah.
Back
when
then.
we had to wait.
Whoa, that was that sound when it went ding. You got mail. I haven't heard that in a long time.
That is so funny. Do you actually check that email?
I don't even know how to get into it. So I wouldn't be able to recover anything.
Yeah. That's funny.
Hey, so you've been gone for a while. Where you been?
Well, I was touring. Just kidding. I was working in Houston. And then I started working in the Valley. And I'm trying to work my way back here to Corpus.
Oh, right on.
Ingleside area.
Right on. So you moved to Houston? You lived there for...
Did
you move over there, or you live here in Corpus?
It's a debate. It's a debate, but
no, you know what? It's time for me to jump on. I'm back in this.
He's back in business.
Okay, guys. So, speaking of that, Ray, what you were talking about right there, so I don't know if y'all know, man. A big shout out to Marcos is on right now. Marcos is tuned in.
What's up, Marcos?
Marcos is a bajo player that goes out there and jams everywhere. So if y'all don't know who Marcos is Marcos in the Flying Bajo.
Yes.
So a big debate, guys. Okay, so just tell you like this. Epi lived here in Corpus. Well, he lived here in Corpus. He has a house here in Corpus. His family's here in Corpus. Okay, so he came and said, hey, man, I'm not going to be able to do the podcast anymore because I'm moving to Houston. He said, I'm going to be working in Houston. I'm going to be living in Houston. Okay, so in your words, does that mean he lives in Houston?
I would say yes.
Okay, so he's there Monday Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and he'll come in on the weekend and then go back over there, would you consider that he lives in Houston? All the people that are listening, do you consider that Epi lives in Houston at that point? I would say yes. Epi says no, because the lease, where I'm staying at as a roommate, you know what? I got an attorney on there right now. She's probably going to respond on there. So you're living at somebody's apartment as a roommate, and you have stuff in the apartment. You're living there, and on the weekends you come back. Just because you're not on the lease, you claim that you don't live there.
Okay, it's a little bit more complicating than that. Yes, I was.
Wow.
Yes, I was living over there because I was over there more than I was over here.
So where do you get your mail?
Here. I was okay. My house is here. So this is my house. Like, I take clothes over there because I gotta change, but I didn't take nothing else.
Do you take a bath over there?
Yes, I took a bath.
Do you take a bath over here?
It's only 2 days.
What does that matter? So that's a no.
It's on Saturday and Sunday. I take a shower on Saturday and Sunday. So
I wait till Monday. So I'm over there, right? And
so I got some people agreeing. Actually, we got Kim out of Houston saying she agrees with me that you live there.
Yes.
Marco says it's wherever you make home, wherever you call home. So
yeah, well,
Marcos,
home is where your heart is.
Marcos
so where's your
is
heart?
just agreeing with you on it. But Marcos, if you lived over there for more than 5 days out of the week, you live there.
Bro, they play the same instrument. They're gonna stick together.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking too. So
so if I'm working over there, but my house is here. Like, everything is here. The only thing I take over there is what I need. But I don't know. But the point is that I was staying at a friend's house. I didn't buy a house. I didn't rent a house. I didn't rent an apartment. I didn't do none of that.
Okay, but
there's nothing under my name over there. I was staying at a friend's house.
Okay, so
that's the point.
If you were living there and your stuff is in there,
it's not my stuff. It's just my clothes. Basically, it's just my work clothes.
So that's your stuff. Now, somebody breaks into the place. Are you going to call the cops and say somebody just broke into my place and stole the stuff? Or are you going to say they broke into my friend's place and stole all the stuff?
I'll say my friend's apartment.
The apartment
I would
catches
say
on
my
fire,
friend's apartment too.
the apartment catches fire, are you going to say your house burned?
I say to just
No,
keep
I'll
it
say
real. Like, just
my
say
friend's
what it
apartment.
is. You know what I mean? I think.
I mean,
Yeah,
to me personally, that was your house. I don't know how you can.
You could say I lived there, but it wasn't
If you
my
say
house.
you live there, okay. So
but
guys,
it wasn't my house.
Guys, so this is what he's claiming. So at this point, he's not on the lease. And with him not being on the lease, he's not responsible for the rent, the light, the water. He's not responsible for it. Of course he's going to help his friend pay it because he told his friend, hey, I'll pay some of it because I'm staying here. But he's claiming that he's not responsible.
No.
If the lease breaks right now, that it's his friend. It has
Now
nothing to do with him.
that you said friend, Marcos wants to know: is it a female friend?
Oh,
Dun,
that is
dun,
a
dun.
good
Hey, now we're
question.
getting deep.
Yeah.
That
man.
is
We're
a good
getting
question. So
Inquiring
answer the
minds
question.
want to know. Inquiring minds want to know: is it a female friend?
Ask to see what they think.
So, guys, do
y'all think it's a female?
Yes.
And does that change?
Why would it
the
change
idea?
though? But it's considered a friend. Why would it change?
I think if
wasn't-
he was like, what do you call it?
He could have been intimate.
gigolo?
He could have been intimate with
No,
a
like
male.
if he was a freeloader, then he'd be like, yeah, this is my place. This is, I think. But he's not a freeloader, so he's just keeping it real.
Well, isn't a freeloader not taking responsibility for the lease and the light, the water, and all that?
No, like a freeloader is like paying your way. Right? Does that make sense? No, not paying your way. Like just paying for what you use, what you're responsible for.
I don't know. I honestly think that you lived there. That was your place of residence. That's your house.
No.
So not
Well,
to call
okay,
you out,
yes,
maybe
yes.
you're heartbroken because he left.
Wow. Somebody decided to call right now at this time.
Oh, we got a caller.
Let's put them on.
You know what? I should put them on the dang thing.
Yeah,
and say you're live right now on the sex hotline. I mean, on
Hey.
Atomic Talk. I'm sorry, my
I
bad.
guess it was a female.
My bad. Hey, so
I told you should have put the strippers in my background, bro.
So just a big old shout out to Julianne. Was out there competing in New York this past weekend.
Yes.
She was out there at the what was the name of that the city? I mean the name of that
I know
county?
it was Nassau County.
Nassau County Courthouse.
Yeah.
So it's right across the street from the Supreme Courthouse, and hers was the county courthouse, and it was actually pretty crazy. You call again, I'm gonna block you.
Put them online.
No, I'm gonna block them. Is what I'm gonna do. She was at the county courthouse, and she was competing for the mock trials, which Julianne is, of course, for the people that are barely tuning in, that's never tuned in before. She's actually my daughter, from what I know of. We think
Wow.
no, I actually tell her. That hasn't been proven. So no, but yeah, my daughter was out there.
Hey,
competing.
what is that? What's that saying? Like innocent.
And to
Proven
prove
guilty.
Prove guilty is, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
you're
So
sure.
so honestly, guys, she was out there competing. She goes to Third Good in Houston, Texas, which Third Good is actually a part of Texas Southern University out there in Houston. And she was competing in New York against all these states, man. It was South Carolina, Philadelphia, Connecticut, New York was out there,
And
New
Baylor
Jersey was
also.
out there,
The big dogs.
Baylor was out there, UCL was out there.
Yeah.
I mean, all these big old schools. Julia was out there competing with it, man, and she was kicking butt out there. I really want to bring in I want to get on to a judge from a mock trial, because I really want to know how these are judged, and I really want to see how this works, because with a mock trial, it's a mock of a trial. And I kid you not, man. I mean, Julie goes up there, man, and when she gets in the room, and I'm just gonna put her out there right now. We get there. She's. It almost feels like she's throwing on some boxing gloves, man. She's prepared. She's ready.
Yeah.
She's going. She's at it, man. And then you walk into the room, man, and the other person comes in, and they're like, hi, I'm so and so, and Julie's all like, yeah, goes at them and everything, and then she starts this. For the people that have ever done a mock trial or debate and all that, she's there, and she's talking with these people, and putting herself out there and everything, and then they do an opening for a trial. So just picture yourself on trial, and the attorney stands up and gives an opening saying why either the prosecutor, why you should put this person charged, or why they should be found not guilty. And Julie was doing defense on there. She was defending the murderer. And she kicked butt out there, man. I mean, I kid you not, man. She left these guys and girls, stuttering and fumbling over everything. And I'll be honest with you, man. I don't know. I hate to put it like this, but I really think that it kind of sucks that going north, it's more
North and South thing.
Yeah, exactly. More north, and they see us as south, and they're like, I'm gonna give it to over here, because I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. She kicked there, and I can't say the rest of it, but she did, man. And if it had anything to do like finding guilty or not guilty or something like that, man, I guarantee you would have been there. You would have said not guilty. If you were a jury inside there, been not guilty. The way she did the opening and the closing, man, it literally was a closing of that person, the other opponent's funeral. I mean, that's literally how bad she romped these people, man. And she tore it up out there, man.
I think it's because she's a Latina and she's a girl. So that's like equal of like a toxica.
Yeah.
So she had stuff to say.
Yeah. And the crazy thing though, man, like, I mean, I kid you not, Epi. I mean, this is Julie. She's my daughter. And of course I'm going to be on her side and everything. But I've always told her that I'm going to be straight up honest. And if the other person is on your level or better, hey, let's gain off of that person and do better. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry and I don't care who's listening out there, she whooped him, dude. I mean, I don't understand how they even can compare it and say like, oh yeah, but the big deal is though, man, it does fall down to it really sucks. It falls down to your race. It falls down
but
to
that goes on in everywhere, bro. It's just like a baseball team going to a different city and playing. They got the advantage because who they are, where they're from.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
the away team always
only if there's a way
has less
to make it neutral, neutral for everybody.
Yeah. To like kind of like football, like if you make the point, then you get the point type of thing.
Yeah.
As opposed to someone
but
deciding you're good, you're not good type of thing.
But you got to remember the officials are against you right away, right when you start, because you're not from there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And I will tell you, like, yeah, I mean, for sure, that makes a lot of sense. But I mean, I will tell you, man, like being right there and sitting right there. Okay, so one of the judges that was out there, he was a homicide prosecutor. No, he was a homicide detective prosecutor.
Yeah, he was a district attorney, but he was one of the
biggest dog out there in New York in homicide. He was the
homicide
biggest dog out there, and she won that competition right there. She won it with flying colors.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, like it was beyond that she won. Okay, the other ones, they were like, well, they told her she was amazing. They're all like, the only thing that I could probably tell you to do is, maybe object with this being said or something like that. And so at that point, if you can't say anything bad about it, how could you score, 1 point different? And, you gave this other person a lot of advice. I don't know. I mean, it's very tricky because it's very questionable, but how they could have done it or how they could do it in the future is whenever the schools are going to go compete, don't say what schools are from. Okay, so that is the policy.
That's actually one of the rules.
That's one of the big rules. And I was sitting in the room, and the judge comes in and says, "All right, what's your name and what school do you go to?" And the opponent that she's going against was and she was correct. I mean, he was correct. He was like, "I'm not gonna tell you where I'm coming from." And she's all, "I need to know so I could write it down." And he's all, "I go to whatever school. I'm not going to say the school." And then she said her school, and she was all like, "Okay, your school." But just being Texas Southern University, automatically, I mean, I don't know.
We're always the underdog, I think.
Yeah, I mean, but I will tell you, though, Julie went out there for third good.
It's fear, dude.
And kick some butt out there, man.
Way to go, Julie. Way to go.
When Julie gets back to Corpus, man, if she decides to come and do some cases here, man, I guarantee you, all my buddies who, that are on the, on the other side,
on our side,
man,
on the brown side of the
yeah, we got somebody coming for us, man. I mean, man. But I will tell you though, she did have a partner out there. God, that kid, he's so sweet, man. He was so good, man. He did a great job out there, man. Andrew, right? Andrew's his name. Andrew did amazing. He went and represented for Texas. And one thing that I really enjoyed about one of the times out there, I went up to him. I said, "Hey, what school you going against? What state you going against?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "How does that feel?" He's all, "I don't care." I was like, that's exactly what I wanted to hear, man. Who cares what state I'm going to go compete and I'm going to go take this dude on. And man, I kid you not, man, they did so amazing, guys. And
are they doing any other?
Oh, there's a bunch of them. She has a gold bowl coming up, and then
Gold Cup, I think.
Gold Cup, and then she has like a UIL one, and then she has it's kind of like the Super Bowl one coming up. She'll be in Sacramento in October, and then she'll be in Baylor in February, and then she'll be in another. I forgot what state it's going to be.
We have the whole schedule.
Yeah, we got the whole schedule. And
what if they snag her from us? Like
they're trying.
Yeah,
they're trying.
Yeah, but Julie,
like take her to another state.
Yeah, no, like like to New York
to hire her,
like,
or
to hire her.
Oh yeah, no.
Hey, money talks, and you know it walks.
Yeah, no.
that's my
She's not
baby.
leaving.
Don't go too far.
No, but I mean, a big shout out to her judges. Oh my God,
they were
man.
awesome.
Franco and JP. Oh my God, God, man, they were so good and so amazing and so respectful, man. I mean, they showed so much
encouragement.
Yeah,
they're very knowledgeable, and they're just
by
great
far,
vibes.
By far, man. I'm so happy and so proud that she decided to go to Thurgood and TSU, and and had these judges, and it I don't know. I mean, I talk to a lot of people, and I know a lot of people, and I tell them, I said, yeah, my daughter goes to Thurgood out there, and they're all like, Thurgood, why did she choose there and not over here and not over there? I said, because that's where she wanted to go. That's exactly where she wanted to go, and that's where she wanted to be. They're all like, well, my kid's going to go to law school, but why would you recommend it over there? I said, honestly, you talk to her. I don't know. You talk to her and you find out with her. But
yeah, because you weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there. But I am so proud of what she's done, what Andrew did out there, what the judges did out there. I mean, they kicked some butt out there, man. They literally kicked some butt out there and did amazing out there. That was so great for them out there.
Do you really think the school that she goes to, it depends on, like how that guy was saying that his son's going to go to another school, or why is she going there? Like, does it really matter what school it is?
Well, I mean, actually, there's a bunch of attorneys that are looking at it right now. Does that, as y'all are coming out of school, does the schooling affect your jobs, or like what who's gonna how you take the state board,
your credentials,
or
your
and I wonder
because I think like Julie, I mean, if she's at that school or at another school, she would give the same effort that she's gonna give.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like I would think it doesn't really matter what school, as long as she's learning what she needs to learn.
I agree. We have Kim on here, and she is she's a graduate from Thurgood, and she's an attorney, and she said no, that it doesn't make a difference. She said Thurgood breds beasts.
Heck yeah. And and I really, man.
And my boss is from Thurgood, also the same school. Yeah, my boss is from there too.
And actually, I wanted to give another.
I was living close by Third. Where is it?
Thurgood.
So does that consider me?
It's in Third Ward.
I was kind of.
And I wanted to also give another props to Tony, another attorney that's coming out of Thurgood. He just passed he just did the bar. He should be finding out his results in the next week here. Big positive vibes going out to you, man. You're gonna do amazing out there, man. You're gonna do great. I know that he was very interested in doing legal for like athletes. So that's going to be a different thing there.
Oh, yeah.
And a big shout out to him. Big shout out to, all the ones that just recently took the bar, because there was a whole bunch of them that took the bar. But yeah, man, it's so crazy. Like, at the end of the day, an attorney, a doctor, they're all just like us, man. They're just like us. We were walking into the hotel, and one of the attorneys, he was coming running out, man. He's coming out the door, and he's in working out,
yeah.
And he's fixing to go take off running and everything. And I said, "Where you going, man?" He's oh man, I gotta get back. I gotta get into shape, man. I gotta go. And he takes off running out the door, and it just goes back to life, man. That that. We're all the same, I mean, we're at the end of the day, we're all just humans, and we're making it in this world. And big shout out to all the people that push so hard out there to keep on going. And once again, I mean, Julie's right around the corner.
She's almost there.
Almost, man. Almost.
We're so proud of her.
Big shout out to Carlos. Don't make a difference at schools. It's a person who makes the attorney. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you. Yeah, I mean,
well, that's the way it should be, bro. But you know what? When you get in the real world, I mean, you've seen it in movies. You've seen it. People that graduate from these big, huge, expensive colleges, they stick with their own.
Yeah.
If they start a company and they want to hire somebody, they usually hire from their like alma mater.
Yeah.
From their college alma mater.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. And I mean, I think that's reasonable. That's Get it? I totally get it.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. So no matter whether you're okay, you're great, or
it's kind of like the Canelo fight and that Puerto Rican guy. I can't remember his name.
Benavides.
Yeah, everybody was asking me, "Who are you going for? Who are you going for?" I'm like, "Duh." You know, I'm Mexican. He's Mexican.
But the other one is American.
He's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rico's in America.
Yeah, but he's Puerto Rican.
He's American.
He claims Puerto Rican. He don't
I like Effie on here because I get to argue with him.
Okay, so well, what you just said, did you win for him because he was Mexican?
Yeah, like I didn't know the other guy. I didn't know if he was good or not. You know what I mean? Like, so, but they asked me, "Who are you going for?" Of course, you're gonna go for the best, the better fighter. But I didn't. I went for the Mexican.
For your roots.
Yeah, for my roots.
You know what I liked about that fight?
Sense.
There was at the end of the fight, there was so much respect. I get it. I get it. You know, Benavides was talking a bunch of crapola about, you know, just trying to get into his head, trying to throw him off his fight. And we went from talking about lawyers to talking about the fight. Okay. No. But anyway, but
it's because
at the end, at the end, I loved it because there was so much respect. You had the cub was giving props to the lion.
Yeah.
The king of boxing, and saying, "I've always respected you. I've always looked up to you."
Oh, wow.
He told him straight out, "I've always looked up to you.
That's good.
I thank you." After all this, all these months or weeks of trying to get in his head and trying to bring him down to his level, Canelo didn't, bro. He didn't. He stayed up there and stayed. Okay, well, you know what? This is my world. You're walking into my ring. And at the end, he showed that love.
I think they asked or something about, like, what do you got to, like, they asked Canelo, what do you got to tell?
Right.
What's his name?
And Benavides, and what did he do?
And he told him, he was telling him, he was giving him pointers, like, keep it up, do this.
Exactly.
And the guy was like, yeah, like he.
And that's what shows. That's what shows that he's a lion, that he's on Top Gun.
So
he wasn't like,
dumb question, who won?
Canelo
won.
Canelo wasn't like, "Oh, I beat you and I told you I was going to beat you." No, he said, "You know what? You keep up the good work and you keep fighting and you keep wanting, you keep striving, and you're going to be a real champion."
Oh, wow.
Instead of, "Oh, you dogged me," or
shows maturity.
Yes, yeah. And that's one thing. I had a lot of more respect for Canelo after that, man.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
that's a true Top Gun right there.
But the reason we brought the fight was because and the law, like the schools, we're talking about the schools of law that they're gonna pick their schools, you know, like
and that's the way it is. You see it in the movies, you see it in shows, you see it everywhere you go. Usually the alma maters stick with their own. You know, if you graduated from the University of Texas or whatever, and you started business, well, you look for people that graduated. They were in your alma mater.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of alma mater, a big shout out to all the Miller Buck kids that went out there and fought their butts off for the Soto out there. That was a big game, man. A big game. A big shout out to y'all guys. Y'all held it strong, man. I mean, y'all might have not took the win, man, but that is a big victory for y'all to even be out there and taking that on. Not too proud of all the parents talk out there, but I mean, it was about the kids. It's not about the darn parents. Stay out of it, guys.
You know, and
stay out of that.
I saw a picture where Coach Evans went, you know, at the end of the game where they congratulate each other, they hug each other. They showed that mad respect, man, and he was quoted as saying, it takes steel to sharpen steel."
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, just to be honest with you, man, like honestly. They have, I believe, I was talking with a buddy, they have eight committed football players.
Oh, wow.
8 of them.
Yeah.
Out of 8 of them, they have the number 1 in United States football, high school football. They have the number 2 in high school football.
Dang.
And they have the number 6, the number 15, and like it was the 28th, and then 100 and something. They have the top notches at that school. Why they have them, I have no idea how they got them so good, but that school right there is amazing. Miller
What school is that?
DeSoto out of I don't know exactly where they're out of exactly. DeSoto, I guess, maybe the city. I don't know. I don't know where it's at, but man, they were golden. They're a good team, man. Miller went out there, gave it their heart, man. Miller kids, Miller football players. Hats off to you, man. Great job for representing Corpus. That was an amazing job that y'all did out there, man. It didn't matter the score. It means y'all got on the field with the top players of it all and gave it what you got, guys.
Good job, guys. Good job.
That's what was amazing about it. Another thing that I actually wanted to talk about.
Representing Corpus.
Heck yeah, man. It's all, and that's what it was all about. You know, to all the people, like, whenever it comes to, you know what, let me get to that real quick. Whenever it comes to any team out of Corpus, if you go to Miller, if you go to Ray, if you go to Carroll, if you go to King, if you go to Flower Bluff, you go to Toloso, you go to Wostoso, if any of those teams are going championship, going to go fight for Corpus, support them. Even, I mean, it doesn't mean that you're on their team. It doesn't mean that. You know, show those kids some love and get out there and, you know, show the love for them, man. And now, you know, I know that it's a big deal, and it sucks that you know, if you're a Ray Texan and I don't really want to cheer for Miller out there.
Yeah,
but guys, put that to the side, man. That this is something
okay.
humongous for us.
So you
man.
remember when I guess I don't know if it was last year, or the year before, when Miller and Veterans played, and Miller lost to Veterans, and then the week after that, Veterans played an out of team. Okay, so it was a playoff, so they played an out of town, and it was at Buck, and I went to that game, and you know how cool it was to sit on the veteran side and see people with Miller shirts, Ray shirts, King shirts. They were supporting it, man. It was like Corpus was together on one side of the stadium, and cheering loud for Veterans.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
a Miller fan. I'm not a Miller fan.
I know that,
but I support any kids from Corpus Christi. Any kids from Corpus Christi, I'll go do whatever I have to do to make it for them. And when they went to go play in the Alamo Dome, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a whole bunch of Miller families and friends that went out there. We took like 8 of us, and we were for Ray. We go for Ray. But the whole deal was we're going to go back them up. Now, it should be like that with all across the board.
Yeah.
You know, if you are a Ray Texan or you are a Moody Trojan, bro, it's not that bad to go support. It's like Dallas Cowboys. They're from Texas. I was just
going to say that.
They're from Texas. You're not from Dallas. Why are you repping Dallas? Because they're from Texas. You're going to go support Texas. Yeah. Now, exactly. Houston makes it at the end. It doesn't mean, I jumped over. I'm a Houston Texan fan. No, you're representing
Somebody told
Texas.
Me that Sunday, bro. I was working, and where I DJ at, there's a big TV screen, right? And of course, Houston was playing Chicago, so the Texans scored a touchdown, and I went to dun, 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 dun. You know, it's like everybody was like, but you're a Cowboy fan. I said, it doesn't matter. That's a Texas team playing right there, man.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's a Texas team playing.
Like I go for my team is a Cowboys, but I go for the Texans. I go for the Spurs. I go for the Aggies, Longhorns. Like it's all Texas.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to some people out there real quick. Shout out to Lozano, Chewy, Smiley saying representing those Houston Texans. So Monica Reyes, Mike, what's up, Mike? We got quite a bit of people. Ricky on there. What were you gonna say, Epi?
I was talking about the Corpus teams, right?
Uh-huh.
You said that there's the Corpus teams like protect or root for the Corpus teams. When you have Moody and Ray playing against each other, of course you're gonna go for yours. But whenever they're representing Corpus, no matter what team it is, everybody should support.
Yeah.
That
team
for sure. Because we're still
Corpus.
Family. It's like we're cousins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Okay. So when you got the Cowboys, right? They represent Texas, right? And that's what gets me so mad is that people that are from Texas they go like for the Saints or Green Bay. That gets me mad.
Okay, so
like you're from Texas, or you like the Green Bay? Go over there. Oh no, I picked the players. Like I like the players.
I've heard of that.
I hear that. Like, no, you're a Cowboy. You're from Texas. Either you like the Cowboys or you like the Texans.
Are you like that with basketball though?
With everything,
because to call somebody out, Scott's not a
Spurs.
Yeah, Scott's not a big
Rockets.
Spurs fan.
Oh, he's a Thunder fan, isn't he?
Yeah, he like.
Who's a Thunder? What?
It's basketball.
No.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
OKC Thunder.
They're kind of close, but still, no, they're not Texas.
They're not Texas. I think he was going for Shaq, right? Is that what it was, Scott?
He was going for the player.
For the player, yeah. Because it was first Lakers, and then it was OKC, and then I don't know who it is now, but
for like the past 2 years, me and Scott were talking about like, dude, let's just get another team. Let's look for another team. Like, yeah, let's do it, but we won't. We don't do it.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know how this happened, but now that Houston is winning, hold on. I just put a different camera. Hold up. Nah, because I really want to get in the camera on this one. To all these. Okay, so we're talking about that whole jumping thing here,
like bandwagon.
Now. Okay, so don't start coming out, Houston Texan fans. Now that
they're doing good,
y'all got 2-0. Now y'all are all Houston Texan. Where were y'all like about a month ago, like 2 months ago? A year ago. Now there's some of y'all that repped it for good, but now I'm a Houston Texan fan. You damn liar! I'm gonna go check your back. I'm gonna go check your profile, and it has Cincinnati Bengals or something inside there. So I really think that the people that you're talking about, like the Saints and all that, that they switch over to the Saints. I think that they were Cowboy fans at one period of time.
Yes,
and the Cowboys are very stressful. They're like the most stressful team to ever watch.
Wait a minute! Didn't you just go to a Houston Texans game?
No. I didn't go to Houston.
Oh, you went to Astros game.
Yeah, I went to Astros.
Oh, okay.
But
we went to Longhorn.
But I will go to a Houston Texans game. That's not. I'll go show love to all of them. I'm just having fun. I'm living life. I don't really dance.
So when the Cowboys and the Texans play together, what side are you sitting on?
I'm right
Cowboys.
in between. Nah, I'm Cowboys, man. I'm a Cowboy.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm gonna wear a split shirt. Actually, I don't know if y'all remember this. No, I don't know if y'all remember this, but a while back, I don't know how many years ago it was Ray Texans versus Moody Trojans for the district championship for baseball.
Yeah.
And I went and made a jersey. There was half Ray Texans and half Moody Trojans.
I remember that.
And
why?
Because I actually went to Moody
for 2 days, bro.
I mean, it was 2 days.
I was gonna say 2 weeks, but you beat me.
I remember that. I think Julie was like a senior, 2018.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Actually, my sister Veronica, I think it was Veronica. Every Thanksgiving, the Cowboys would play the Redskins. Right? So everybody knows my dad's a huge Redskin fan. He's big. My mom's a big Dallas Cowboy fan. So my sister, to stay in the middle, she bought 2 jerseys. She cut them in half, and she made half Cowboy,
oh wow,
half Redskins. Yeah, so it's really a thing.
Yeah,
it's really a thing. So she made that happen, and she's neutral.
She's trying to keep the peace.
My son, he's a Green Bay fan, and I'm a Cowboy fan. So when they play,
it's on.
Okay, so now
that's a cheesy situation.
My daughter,
get it? Cheesy Green Bay Packer cheesehead.
My daughter, she's pregnant, right? And she's having a boy. So
congratulations.
What is he gonna be? Like, I already bought him a jersey.
What if he goes like way off? Like he's like
Patriots?
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
No.
Can't be worse than being a Dolphin fan.
So my nephew,
I'm a Dolphin fan too.
My nephew
Buccaneers.
Trey, he has a daughter, right? And he hates the Cowboys. And I think it was the first game his daughter had a Cowboy jersey. That's what he gets.
All right, so I know. Hold on, let's see. The winner of the game will be.
So being the only girl here on the podcast, I just want to say how it's really exciting and cool to watch y'all play football and get all into it, and I could feel that energy. Like, oh my God, on, knock them down, and it's just really cool. I can't compare. Like, I wonder, like, what do I have?
I thought you were gonna try to recruit some more females to come.
No, like, what do I have that I can watch and get into like that, like all crazy, where I where sometimes I leave all pissed off, but then sometimes I leave all happy.
No. Honestly, what she was really trying to say is...
No, I'm not talking mess. I promise.
What she was really trying to say is, whenever I... the way y'all are guys and everything, and when I go to the football game, I get to go dress all cutesy, or what is it? And that,
very cutesy, very demure.
Yeah, so like, I kid you not, man. God. So actually, I wanted to talk about something else real quick.
Okay.
So we were in New York, and we were in New York this past week, and we were driving in the car, and I had to drive out there, to get around, and they it's kind of crazy. There's a lot of traffic, a lot of traffic, and they let you in. Like they're cool. They're very cool and merging. Like, hey, go ahead, go ahead. Okay, so and then the Lyft driver was giving us a ride back to the airport, and I'm all like, hey, that's kind of cool that y'all allow each other in and everything like that. He's all, where are you from? I said, from Texas. He's all, oh yeah. I said, yeah, because in Texas that doesn't roll. He's all, no, because y'all start shooting at everybody. He's all, over here, the only people that have guns is criminals and cops. Over there in Texas, everybody does.
Yeah.
And he's all like, that's very scary, man. And I really didn't
grasp it.
Yeah, well, really think about it. Like, that really is crazy, man, because like, at any given time, you are allowed to have your firearm in your car on you, and over there, they don't have no firearms. They don't have nothing. Matter of fact, me and Sylvia are walking down memory lane. No, just kidding. We're walking down Times Square. We're walking down Times Square, and
I thought you were gonna say La Coyo.
We're walking down Times Square, and this dude comes running. I mean, older man, probably 60s, 65 years old, with two younger guys, and they're running, dude. They're about to almost bump into me, and they're running, and I like turn around and said, what the hell are they doing? And I look, and I can see that they just stole somebody's bags and took off running.
Wow, that's the real thing.
If you were in Texas, you would really
wait.
Think
can
twice
you though? Like, let's say that happened here in Texas. I have my firearm.
Good question.
Well, you're protecting. Won't you be protecting your property?
But he's running away. I'm gonna shoot him in the back from my purse.
He already ran away. You can't do nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what if you shoot him in the leg?
I'm gonna turn around.
It would be if anybody's on here who knows anything about law wise. Okay, so
even like if a package is dropped off on your porch and you see somebody run off with it, you can't shoot them?
No, definitely not.
Well, the way, because I took a gun
property?
class.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, like it has to be, you have to use when you use your weapon, it has to be in self-defense.
So
like you have to have
you
have to have feared for your life, and then that's reasonable to use your weapon.
Because I've heard like if I don't know how to say it. If you're on the street and somebody approaches you and starts to fight with you, they say like if you're on your property, like they say, well, just shoot them and drag them onto your property and say they were on your property.
That's what I heard. Or turn them around, face him like if he was running towards you.
What the heck?
Now
you're messing with evidence.
But nobody's gonna know.
That's where you say I don't have cameras.
Well, like if you shoot them and then drag them, there's gonna be blood.
So the moral of Scott's story was when you go to New York, have a big sign that says I'm from Texas, so you can drive anywhere.
So they could know.
Can we have our gun in New York because we're licensed in Texas?
Yes, I think.
No, you can't.
Isn't it like only the border?
They don't have an open carry.
The bordering.
No. Isn't that a what do you say? And I lost the word.
Okay, so when I took a gun class, I don't know if it's different now, but it's called reciprocal. Is that what you're called?
Right to bear arms. It's like
no. That's the point. Okay, that's the whole thing that we were talking about. That's only in the states that allow. Yes,
it's the Constitution. The Constitution is the whole United States.
It's the whole United States. But then once you break it down, every state, every city, every county has its own like ordinances and regulations and laws.
And then they're doing away from the Constitution?
Yeah. Sometimes
So
they do.
would that be
Sometimes
like?
they do.
That's it. That,
Would that be like telling a cop to go screw himself here and over there?
Kim.
Don't know. You know what I mean? Him or her, whatever. That's freedom of speech.
No. Okay. So keep this in mind. If you were on Times Square, you were not allowed to have your gun on the side of you in the first place. So how in the heck are you supposed to fire a gun in the first place?
It's against the law to carry a gun in New York.
Even if you have a concealed license, your concealed license is in the state that you have it concealed for.
Where's Clarence?
I know,
you know,
right?
honestly, I reached out to Clarence to have him, and I wanted to talk about this today. So I might get a hold of him so he can to give us a little training on
Chime in on this.
But actually, you know what?
Let's get him on.
When I was working in California, we were the Texas boys, and it was weird because
Where were you working?
in California,
Oh, California.
in Long Beach, Carson, and we were the Texas boys. They would call us the Texas boys, and they were like scared of us, like they respected us. They were like, oh, those are the, like saying like these are Texas boys.
Yeah.
These guys will shoot you. Like they're like
Okay, so
they think over there that we're still in,
Like everybody.
okay,
else.
so
Carson.
when we were over there in New York, the dude he sounded like a damn mob boss, man. He's all like,
It sounded cool. I
I'm
loved
gonna
it.
take you to the and you know, on the cool, I felt like he might take me to like this restaurant and end our lives over there, right? But
Wow.
but the dude was all like, at the end of the day, he was all like, y'all got guns over there, man. Y'all are scary, man. That doesn't go here, man. You're a criminal here if you have a gun or a cop. And I'd say both, probably the same thing, honestly. But so no, you cannot conceal your weapon.
That's weird.
And no, it's not weird. It's like your driver's license. Your driver's license is in Texas.
Yeah, but okay. So when you go to New York, do you have to get a New York license?
If you
If
move
you
there,
move there, yeah.
No, like you went over there.
Like visit
Did you have to get a New York license?
to rent a car.
No. But
So it's the same thing.
okay,
Like,
but cars are allowed. I mean, think
they're
about
allowed, but you got to conceal them.
that. Yeah, a car.
Yeah.
well, the car-
Kimberly said Sylvia sounds like an attorney.
Like an attorney. I'm just trying to be practical.
Okay, so so we're gonna go back to the whole if from I really want to see if Clarence answers.
okay, so
Yo.
what states can you have arms? Can you
Oh,
have
that's what I was going to
guns?
say. Okay, when I got my license, right, it said that, I don't know if it's different now. This was years ago. That, okay, I have my license in Texas. Any state that touches Texas, I can take my gun into. And then it's reciprocated. So, like Oklahoma touches Texas, right? So
Yeah.
Oklahoma, if you have your license in Oklahoma, it's the same thing. They can bring them to Texas.
It's
That's how-
Oklahoma,
That's what I
New
learned.
Mexico.
I don't know if it's different now because the laws have changed.
Is Arkansas a state? And
Arkansas?
Louisiana.
Okay,
New Mexico.
so who is that?
Arizona.
Ram, is that
Raymond.
Raymond? Okay, Raymond said just keep it in your pocket. No,
that's worse.
that is against the law still in New York. You cannot have a gun.
Yeah.
Period.
I don't think that's true. I really don't think
Let me
that's
Google
true.
it.
Oh, why don't
I
we
wonder
have some-
Roland's on there. Roland
So
Arias.
you can't own a gun?
No,
Like in Mexico? In Mexico you can't own a gun.
exactly.
At all.
You can't have. Well, I don't know if you can't have it.
They
in
got
your
more guns
house.
than we do. Really?
Yeah, I know, but they're
Damn
not
it.
supposed to own them.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to have a gun. Period in Mexico, like whatsoever. Like
Guns are illegal.
Yeah.
It's not on the Constitution.
What?
and you know, I was in Monterrey one time, man, and a fight broke out. Like a fight with like two gangs. There were like 15 of them, and I kid you not, they're throwing rocks.
Those are their guns.
And
Where?
not-
In Mexico?
Monterrey, Mexico.
Oh, Monterrey.
They were literally they're fighting, and then they start throwing rocks.
Were they using slingshots?
No, just like rocks in the air, just throwing them, and it was crazy though because I told everybody, I said, man, they're about to bust out guns. He's all, they don't have guns, dude. They nobody has guns.
I
Like, they
said,
don't have
but
no guns.
those rocks are lethal.
Yeah, oh, they're cool. And what
They have the board with the little rubber band, the horquilla, and the little green things from the tree. Remember those green things?
Gosh.
and you want to know what was more crazy, man? We're seeing this fight in his aunt and uncle's house. They had the house. You go up the stairs and you're on top of the roof. So we're looking off the roof and seeing them fight. It looks so cool. But like literally, you see rocks flying back and forth, like boom, and people getting hit and boom, falling on the floor.
They're like, everybody duck. He's got a slingshot.
But how do you not dodge a rock?
So do they like carry rocks in their pocket? Is that what?
I don't know.
They're marbles.
There was one time, man,
In band camp.
there was a guy, like, there was a street, like, it's like a long street, but it's like in a hill, right? So you could see far, like real far. So that guy, we saw him, and he was like on a bike, right? And he passed us going down, right? Going down. He passed us. And then we saw some people running from the top. He had stole the bike. So there was the people running from the top, but they were far, like, I don't want to exaggerate, but maybe like 100 yards.
Okay.
They were far, but they were on top, and the guy was on the bottom. We just saw one of the guys throw a rock, but it was like a good size rock.
What the heck?
He threw it, and we're like, he ain't gonna hit him. He was like 100 yards, right on the head. Boom!
What?
He fell down.
No way.
They kicked his butt. They took the bike back, and we were there like, what the hell just happened?
Crazy.
They're lethal. Like, I guess they've been practicing since they were kids, because they were already like older. Like,
that's probably a
already.
requirement when you're in high school over there.
Yeah.
Right?
Rock throwing.
Like the way we have a gun range,
Rock
they have
throwing
like
101.
a place to go throw rocks. That's very interesting.
So later on that night, the guy that got hit, right? I guess his brother, somebody retaliated, and they killed one of the other guys, all over a bike.
They stoned him to death.
Was it a BMX?
It probably was a BMX.
It was a BMX.
Okay, so Raymond, and I got to do it, Raymond. Sorry, but Raymond said that he was in New York, and he was with his gun in there, walking around with an NYPD. Illegal. The officer that was with you, do not put his name out there at all, and then he probably could get in trouble for it, because that was 100% illegal. Like
I don't think so.
Man, dude, I want
to believe you.
I will call non-emergency right now, dude.
Okay,
I will.
They don't know. Trust me. I googled it.
Non-emergency in New York.
Yeah, let's call New York. Let's call non-emergency.
It says New York prohibits the possession of a loaded, quote unquote, handgun outside of the home or place of business without a license. While no law specifically bans open carry, a pistol license to carry is issued to carry concealed. Concealed carry is only legal with a New York pistol license, aka NYPL.
So it's kind of like Texas.
Yeah,
no,
but
like,
you can't carry it. You can't carry it on your side. Like,
yeah, that's what it says right there. You can carry it open carry, right? As long as you don't have a concealed license.
No, you can't open carry. It says it is illegal to possess an unregistered handgun. Open carry is not addressed in the New York state law, although a New York pistol license is required to possess a loaded handgun outside of the home or place of business. Concealed carry is only legal with a NYPL, New York.
Yeah. So
license.
Concealed, you need to have a license. But it says that New York doesn't have a law that you can't have.
Well, it says it's not addressed.
It wasn't addressed.
So it's not against the law.
Okay, so
right, that's what it's saying.
What I did understand out of there,
it's not addressed.
Here in Texas, all guns don't have to be registered at all. So meaning
that's the difference
I could sell you a gun and hand it over to you, and just give it to you. Just it's up to me to write it down or whatever.
It don't need to be registered.
It don't need to be registered. There it says it does have to be. It has to be a registered gun. But from what I understand, put it in there. Ask what states you cannot possess a weapon in.
Okay. I don't think there's going to be any state, because that's in the Constitution.
This boy knows the Constitution.
Well, I know.
Give me the 10 Commandments.
Thou shalt not. The main one, or if you put all of them together, like Carlin said, it's thou shalt love each other.
Okay, it says 44 states have a provision in their constitution, similar to the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which protects the right to keep and bear arms. The exceptions are California, Maryland, Minnesota, New Jersey, and New York.
What?
New Yorkino.
So they, in other words, the 44 states, they mirror the U.S. Constitution. The state constitution mirrors the U.S. Constitution. The exception, the ones that don't abide by the U.S. Constitution, I guess you could say, is California, Maryland, Minnesota, New Jersey, and New York.
But isn't that illegal?
To not go with the Constitution?
Yeah, like the Constitution is like the main thing. Okay, so what are the things that, like, let's say California doesn't allow for you to own a gun?
Bro, we don't live in California.
California love.
So at the end of the day,
Texas
it's like they say, yeah, you can, but
Texas is
this,
the best
that. You know what I mean? They put rules and regulations. So you still they're still abiding by the U.S. Constitution, but with added requirements.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
like
by the
age.
by
things like that.
okay, by saying the U.S. Constitution, that doesn't mean that the state has to go by those laws either.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, Constitution.
The U.S. Constitution says that you don't have to.
So
you can't gamble in the United States.
Kim's laughing at us.
The U.S. Constitution doesn't say that, or does it?
The U.S. Constitution says you cannot gamble in the United States.
All right, Kim says no because the state has their right to make their laws.
Yeah, exactly.
And then she gave me props. Yes, Sylvia. Woo, woo.
Okay,
I'm
so
reading Google, but
okay,
thank you.
so let me explain to you.
Okay.
The United States has laws.
Who was that girl that said that?
Kimberly, she's an attorney.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
she probably knows more than me.
Well, she definitely
Maybe
knows.
Maybe a little bit. Just a
Definitely
little bit, I
a
think.
tad.
Right.
Just a
What
tad.
school did she go to?
No. Okay.
I
So
went to Moody.
okay. So listen. The United States has laws. Texas has it adapts its own laws. The city adapts its other laws. And then, actually, the county adapts its other laws. And then the city adapts its other laws.
I understand that.
No, you don't.
I do understand that.
Well, then why would you say that about,
But they're supposed to go by the Constitution. Like, they can't mess with the Constitution. They could make their own laws.
Okay.
Like different laws. Like,
okay, if the Constitution is you cannot sell marijuana in your state.
But the Constitution doesn't say nothing about marijuana. Every state makes their laws on that because
Does the Constitution say anything about drugs?
I don't know. But it doesn't say anything about marijuana. I never saw in the Constitution saying marijuana.
Okay, does the Constitution
Marijuana.
And marijuana,
maybe it was THC.
marijuana was a word.
Or CBD.
Marijuana was a word that was created like in the 70s or something. It wasn't back then.
The marijuana was created in the 70s?
Yeah, the word marijuana.
When the hippies were on?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
They invented marijuana because so it could sound Mexicanish, incriminating.
So back to something that you said earlier. When you said somebody can give up a gun and just you don't have to register it. Why would you want to do that? Because you didn't know if that gun killed somebody. So that guy gets caught with that gun and the previous owner had shot somebody. Aren't you responsible?
Yes. And well, see, that's the thing. Of course, you can't be charged with murder because you didn't kill the person. I mean, that would be
right. But that's he said, she said. But you have the evidence.
Yeah, but the thing is though that weapon they still just because you have the gun
right
doesn't mean that you did the crime.
You're in possession of it.
Well, it doesn't mean you did the crime. With a right attorney, that'd be instantly out because I was in San Antonio at Fiesta, Texas, riding a roller coaster when Billy Bob, was found, with a hole in his body from that weapon.
Right.
So whenever they go and, oh, hold on, you just got pulled over and this gun is in your possession. You're the one that did this over here. No, I mean, of course, they're going to ask, where did you get it from? You say, hey, I bought it off of, Mario. Mario, okay, where were you, Mario? No, I bought it off of Ted. Whatever it plays down, but there's no registration to it. But of course, I wouldn't recommend buying it off the street for one big reason. Most likely, not guaranteed, most likely, somebody who has a firearm is not getting rid of it unless there was something possibly wrong with it. And I will tell you this. I was with somebody one time. They purchased this firearm. We left from there and we went out hunting. We literally, I'm being serious. We went hunting. Y'all probably, oh no, he went to go do this. No, we went hunting. We were hunting and he hadn't fired the gun yet. And we're driving down the thing and a big old hog comes out, man. And he goes and click, click, click. The gun, the hammer or whatever it was, the fire pin was messed up. So going back to that could have been really bad if he would have pulled out that weapon during some kind of argument. And
yeah, that's scary.
You sure you want hunting rabbits?
That's why whenever you buy a gun,
go to the shooting range.
Go shooting range.
Yeah,
or you
absolutely.
go to the back in the monte.
The back of the monte. No,
yeah,
go
shoot
out.
Go shoot the corn.
Hold on.
Try it out.
Kim said, I like guns, therefore I will not live in New York or New Jersey.
I know. Texas is the best state.
I love
Texas is the best country
except for
ever.
gambling.
Except for gambling.
Yeah, are they still popping game rooms here in Corpus?
I feel like they're like selective. Like they just pop certain ones, but
do you think they just wait until the money adds up and they know there's a lot of money?
I know, right, man?
And then they just confiscate the money. I wonder.
I mean, they're running their own little setup, man. They're running their own little thing.
The cops?
Yeah, I mean, all of this is all. It's all
about money.
I'm just curious, like how all of that works.
Or do you think like when it comes to like voting time, that they bust more gambling rooms? Or
they don't bust more gambling rooms.
Right.
They're like, hey, I'm going to legalize gambling here. Bro, you can't do that. But yeah, okay, whatever.
But they kind of do, right? Like,
well,
it's kind of legal, but not really.
Okay, so that's where it falls under where Epi's talking about. Legally, here in Corpus, they said, yeah, if you get these permits, you can open up a game room and you can gamble up to a certain amount, and you have to have this.
You have to have a inspection, those stickers.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
it's illegal.
Federal holds over all of it. Federal laws hold over it. In Texas, you cannot gamble. So at that point, here comes the raids, and it's from the state or federal, which it trumps the whole Corpus law. So yes, you get busted, and they're like, "But you legalized it." No, they legalized it so you could go pay these permits and make that money off you.
Hey, you know one thing that I think we talked about this before, that in the whole United States, gambling is illegal, right?
Yeah, I just told you that.
Yeah,
I literally just told you that.
You said that
it is, but it's not.
No, it is in the whole United States.
Well, technically, because
not technically, it is.
No, because if you consider like the reservations.
Okay,
but they're in the United States.
That's not United States.
That's where I was coming at.
No, I know that, but it's in the United States, but it's its own separate entity.
But the land is not considered United States.
Well, like certain parts of Arizona.
Oh, because they don't abide by our laws.
By the laws.
They have their own laws. They have that property actually belongs to them.
Oh, okay.
And then like the water belongs to nobody. It's like I don't know how the water really works, because there's some part of the water. If United States was
I think it's like 30 miles.
Well,
in Arizona or where?
But wait, what are you talking about?
No, all of United States.
Like a lake or something?
Oh no, the Oso. I mean the Oso. The oceans.
Yeah.
We have like a certain amount that belongs to the United States. But
after that,
but what would be smart was go drop a whole bunch of sand in another spot, and there's another little island, so 30 more miles, and then drop a little more sand.
But then why, like on the houses on Ocean Drive, then they get to like section off a portion of the water, and you can't go on your boat. You know what I mean? Like it belongs to them.
Land.
Yeah, but
the land. They can't. I don't know. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Like
there's
piers
there's certain part, and we're like, well, why can't we go there? Because it's private. We're like,
the land
doesn't it belong to the?
Like you can go in your ski or your boat, and you can
go up to their backyard.
You can't dock off. Like you can't tie off to their pier
To the land.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that
all
makes
right.
sense.
So we have a comment from somebody on here. Let's see. Where is it at? Can you read that one, Sarah?
Yes.
Jesus.
It says, do y'all like that we can own a gun because it provides protection or because of the intended purpose of the Constitution?
Both.
Well, no, you
wait. What do you mean? What do you mean the intended purpose?
Just because I can, because it's on the Constitution. I'm gonna do it just because it's on the Constitution.
Gotcha.
It's like the freedom of speech. I'm gonna talk just because I can. A lot of times it's wise not to, but just because I can, I'm gonna do it.
No, for me, I think it's for protection, along with all the other things that you just said.
You know, I really don't care for like if the Constitution says that I can. I mean, the whole point is, if we were in a drawdown, I don't want to be holding a rock in my hand. You know,
exactly.
And at this age that I'm at,
that's why
I don't want to be fighting either. So we're probably.
That's why the Constitution is. That's why that's in the Constitution, because of that.
Hold on, we got a call coming in. Hold up.
Okay.
Is it Clarence?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, Clarence.
Things are gonna get technical now, buddy.
Clarence, can you hear us? Clarence.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're on the Atomic Talk podcast right now, and we had a couple of questions for you, and they're probably gonna be really easy for you, but
I don't remember the question.
Okay, so me and Sylvia and Julie were just visiting New York, and New York is a non-gun state or something like that, and us being from Texas, would we be allowed to carry our weapon over there?
No, you have to abide by the state law that you're in.
Okay.
That you're visiting.
So what Epi's saying is, but it's a constitutional right to bear arms. How does that play?
It's not in that state. The law says no, and it is no. You have to abide by that state's law.
So if he takes his gun and he has it in his car, and the cops stop him and they see the gun in his car, and he tells them, well, I'm from Texas, shows his Texas license.
Well, and they'll tell him, well, sir, you're in New York, and you have to abide by this state's law.
That makes sense.
And you can look on the DPS website, and it tells you the states that have agreements with the state of Texas. Now, if they don't have an agreement, and if they're a non-gun state, you have to abide by that state's law.
So the state overrules the Constitution?
No, that's the state law. The Constitution doesn't have anything to do with it. There's talk about constitutional carry, and then there's state law. Some states have adopted constitutional carry. That doesn't mean that the Constitution says that you can do that. What they're saying is that's something the state has adopted, saying we're going to go by the Constitution. Not all states do that. You have to abide by that particular state's law. If you visit in that state, if you're in that state, then you must follow that state's law. And that's even part of the training that you get as you go through license to carry.
And that
it tells you.
And that's a good thing there, because we actually want to see about getting you on the show here. We want to see when we can schedule for you to come out on our show, because we have a lot of people that are watching that actually want to see about getting their license and actually knowing the law the right way. And there was another question that was asked. They said, so we were in New York, but say this happened in Texas. We were in Texas, and I'll tell you what happened over there. We were there, and we were walking down the street, and these three guys come running, but with somebody's items in their hand, and they just robbed. Well, I guess you would consider rob, because they yanked it off them and took off running with it. Here in Texas, would it have been illegal if they were already running away for them to have drawn their weapon?
If they're running away from who?
From the person who they just stole it from.
If they took, okay, here's the problem. Do you know for a fact that they stole it?
Yes.
Okay, so you witnessed them take it.
No.
Not somebody they took it.
No, I'm saying me as me.
You're the victim.
I'm the victim, and they yank it off of me, and they take off running from me.
If they're running from you, they're not a threat to you any longer. So at that point, you know, your use of force, it wouldn't be justified, it wouldn't be reasonable, and it wouldn't be necessary. Contact law enforcement. At that point, you could not shoot them because they're no longer a threat to you if they're running away from you.
Yeah. So,
okay, now what if they're running away from you, but they're still in your property or like inside your house, but they're running away?
Well, inside your house, totally different. You're saying on your property.
Okay, first let's do the house.
Not justified, not reasonable, and not necessary.
Even if they're in your house?
There's no threat to you at that time. If they're coming into your house, that's a burglary, then they're coming towards you, different story. Then they're a threat to you. They're not a threat to you.
So if they're already jumping out the window, then they're not threat. You're not considered in danger no more.
You're not in danger anymore.
You get it?
Interesting.
Yeah. You can use another type of force to recover that item, but not deadly force.
Like shoot them in the leg?
At that point,
no, that's still deadly force.
Any force,
that can kill you.
Any force that can cause death or serious bodily injury is deadly force.
But if they're in the window, isn't it?
So here's the thing. You can do whatever you want, but I can only tell you what the law says. And if you do that, you're taking your chance for the jury.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not deadly force. You can't use deadly force in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Well, I guess
if you want to take your chance, you're taking a chance. I can only tell you what the law is.
Yeah.
So like with say a package on your porch, the person's approaching your porch, they grab the package and start to take off. I mean, that wouldn't be considered any danger to you. They're just stealing your package, right?
That's just a theft at that point.
Okay.
So basically, is if you're not in danger,
then you're going to be in trouble if you do something.
Yeah. If you're not in danger, leave the deadly force alone, and that's where a lot of people get into trouble.
Yeah.
They think because they have a gun, and they can use it for anything, and that's why the training comes in. And knowing the law, so you know when you can and when you cannot use that force or deadly force either.
Well, actually, recently here in Corpus, there was an incident that happened. I don't know if y'all had heard about it, but there was a break-in to a house that didn't belong. He owned the house, but he was going to rent it out. He was fixing it up to rent it out. Mm-hmm. Since he didn't live in that house, is what I understand, right, Clarence? That he can't bear arms because he doesn't live in the house as well either, right?
Well, the problem there is he waited 4 hours before he called the police.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so there are some other things that are going on there. And, you must notify law enforcement immediately.
Yeah.
4 hours later on, there's something that's not quite right there.
Yeah,
exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so we do want to. I know you have a great grandbaby coming out right now. I mean, it's in the works. Big congratulations going to you. We do want to get you on the show though, and maybe get some info off of you and see when your classes are, and get maybe we could all four of us. Well, Sylvia already got hers, but all three of us go take the class inside there.
I'm down for a refresher for sure.
Yeah, and he does. He also does security training. He does level 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all it goes up to 4? I believe 4, right?
2, 3, and 4.
2, 3.
Level 1. Level 1 they got rid of.
Level 1's just a whistle.
4.
Stop. Safety patrol. Safety patrol. Yeah, but no. So I just want to. Maybe we could schedule a day to get you on here because it would be a great thing just to advise some of the people before they it's probably wise for them to have their license training and know exactly what they're doing because
the thing thing is, it's wise to have the training so you know what you can and cannot do.
Right.
And that's one of the problems with not having a license. A lot of people go out and they don't have the training, so they assume, and that's not good for you. And now, no matter what you do, you can be sued. So keep that in mind also.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, question, Clarence. Because you have your license, are you held to a higher standard? You know what I mean? Like someone who doesn't have a license versus someone who does, and they kill someone. Is the one with the license held to a higher standard in court? Like, well, you knew better, so we're going to judge you differently, or
well, that's up to how those attorneys work those things out. Sometimes they make things, but you're a private citizen. Period.
Okay.
So a citizen is a citizen is a citizen.
Even if they have their license, they're still considered a citizen.
You're held to the same standard as any ordinary person.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. It's like that saying.
A jury of your peers.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's like that saying where it's shame on you if you don't know the law. It's not gonna.
It doesn't make a difference.
Benefit. Yeah.
Well, just because I know, and it might be off topic, but Julie was saying that once she passes the bar and gets certified and all of that, she's held to a higher standard because she knows the law. So if she breaks the law, then, it's not the same as someone like just
breaks the law in the court-wise, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's because she has a license already, right?
Right.
Like
a license to practice law. And so, if she goes and kills someone, it's different. I don't know how or what, but she's held to a different standard.
Well, that's what they're gonna hold against you. Well, you knew that was against the law.
Right,
so
exactly.
Why did you do it? That's what you preach.
It's kind of like a police officer.
Right. Yeah.
That will be because they're not
a citizen.
No more. They're
all right. So let me get Clarence so he could go back to
the baby
to the baby over there. I know it should be coming soon.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, congratulations, Clarence.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, one thing about Clarence. We were driving down Crosstown, and he was going fast. Remember? And I told him, "Hey, like, aren't you supposed to be like
5 miles above the speed limit?
Aren't you supposed to be doing the right thing because you're a cop or whatever, like a constable?" And then he was like, "I am going the speed limit." "No, you're going fast. You're going 65." He was like, he showed me the sign. 65. I'm like, oh damn! All this time I thought it was 60, and it was 65.
One time,
and I think SPID at that time was 60.
Yeah,
they showed us.
Sylvia posted a thing on my Facebook there about refugio. They like when you enter. It's 75, 45, 10, 15, 20,
quick,
8,
right?
40, 65, 50.
Yeah.
And the cops are waiting at the 8 miles per hour. They're like, yeah, I got him. Yeah, funny. But no. So,
hold on, real
that's
quick.
a little info.
On if you're like in Gregory and you're going towards Seaside, just so y'all know, you're going to Seaside. From there, it's 70. Once you pass Seaside, it's 7, and then you're going to Refugio, it's 75. I thought that whole strip was 75.
Oh, no, I got stopped there.
I got stopped there, too.
I got stopped there, and I told the officer, I said, my car says that it's 75. He's all like, that doesn't mean nothing to me, man. The sign back there says 55. I was like,
and there is a sign.
Are you arguing with Tesla? Is that what we got going on here? Is that what's happening right now? But I will tell you this. Thank you to the tech gods out there. Their system was down, so he couldn't run my name and he couldn't write me a ticket. He couldn't do anything like that. He's all, just go, man.
Tesla pulled through, I think.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they're all...
Yeah, it hacked into it.
It's because you had just seen that movie Jinxie. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jackson. That was a good movie.
Was his eye twitching? Was it a glitch in the Matrix? Hey, when I was going to towards Kingsville on Chapman Ranch, I thought that was 75 too.
What is it?
70? Like, is it a Mandela effect or what? Because I thought all these roads were 75.
Okay, so what you're actually doing right now is actually telling us that you got pulled over several times recently, bro.
Yes.
Maybe slow down.
You're a veteran, bro.
I'm doing the speed limit.
No, you're not. You just figured that out.
Maybe he likes to get
Maybe
pulled
look
over,
around and look at the sign. Don't assume.
I know, right? And well, that cop let me go. He was all like, "Dude, it's 70." I was like,
but you were going 5 miles over?
I was going 85. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
I was going 75.
I was going to say, because I have the vehicle set up for 5 miles over on every speed. So, like, if it's 70, it's 75.
But is that okay? Like, do they let you do that? Or?
Oh, yeah, we should.
Does who let me do that?
The law.
Like,
No, okay, so the way the law works,
Oh my god.
it's 75.
Call Clarence again, bro.
No, it's
So 75 is just a suggestion.
No. 75
in
is the
Texas
speed.
it is.
The speed that you're supposed to be driving.
Uh-huh.
Anything over that, that's up to them to stop you if they want to.
Yeah, it's 75. If it's 75, anything over 75
It's
is
against
the law.
Yeah,
They can
you're
use it
breaking the
against
law.
you.
yeah, of course. So
They
like,
stop you.
if they want to be cool, like if they were, I was driving by them and they know who I am, and I'm going 76 and it's 75, and they saw, oh, hey, there goes Scott. Yeah, I'll get him real quick. They can give me a ticket for going 1 mile
Okay,
over.
so when I took driver's ed
Whoa,
many
They
years
had-
ago,
It was in the computer that was green letters.
it's whenever
it was a comic.
it's
thing
whenever
going.
the DPS would give out those little books. You remember the little yellow books? Okay.
What is that?
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So when I took
and the computer test, it was a black screen.
no.
with
There
green
was
letters.
no computer test. I
No,
took
no.
it. I took it written.
They didn't have no computer.
It was a written test.
It was a written test. I took a written test.
Oh,
Okay. Anyhow, so well, I'm from Big Spring. There's really no freeways over there, so it didn't really apply. Like
there's no power over there either.
God dang it. So I was told, or maybe I remember, I don't know, but I was told that on a highway, if let's say the speed limit is 70 and everyone is going 78
Yeah. I
and
heard
you
that
go
too.
70, you're following the law, but everyone else is going 78, then you're causing how do you say, you're
A
posing
hazard.
a risk.
Yeah,
You're
it's a
causing
hazard.
it's a hazard.
Yeah.
And they will pull you over and give you a ticket because you're
Yeah.
causing a hazard,
Yeah, that's what I
even
heard
though you're
too.
following the law.
So with
So
that,
I was like, what the F?
okay, so that might be false, because one time
Of course,
was
this was years
in
ago.
Bangkok.
it was like 5 of us and we're going 80, and it was like a 65 miles an hour. We're going 80.
So
all
who do they
5 of
stop
us.
first?
They stopped me, and I told them, I said,
Where
yo,
were you?
and I was being a snitch, dude. I was being a real snitch. I was all like, bro, I was following 2 other cars. They're going 85, and everybody else is going 85 too. And he's all, dude, I can't catch every fish in the sea. I'm all like, wow, but you
Wow.
caught me, dude.
He
Like,
got the little guppy.
Yeah, he got-
We'll get what's his name? Finding Nemo. We'll get Nemo.
yeah,
No,
so-
but this is like, okay, because the way you're explaining, it's like 5 of y'all, and I'm assuming, okay, y'all are in the fast lane. It's 5 of y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all are
but there was only
going.
5 cars.
But what I'm saying is like everyone that's around you, the
Yeah.
slow lane, the fast
Okay.
lane, the middle lane. You know what I mean? Like
what I heard, and a friend of mine worked with the TxDOT or the
the highways.
So what I heard is that they put like little strips, right? And that's how they based the speed limit. Remember back then, everything
Yeah.
was 55.
Yeah.
Okay, and now whichever
different.
route, there's 70. Like you have to like, oh shit, like which speed limit, right?
Yeah.
Well, they base those speed limits on the people that drive, like that, how fast that highway is, like the
On
actual
how they're
people.
already driving, I guess.
Yeah.
So, is there a difference if you're driving a car or a commercial vehicle
Yes.
on the speed limit?
Well,
Because
It used to be. I don't think it is anymore, though.
Well, I've seen truck versus other, like on the speed limit signs.
Well, but you're
It
talking
used to
about
have
like
that.
going to San
just,
Antonio, right?
just like those videos that you see like on Facebook or TikTok where they get pulled over and they're like, I'm not driving a commercial vehicle. Your speed limits don't apply to me because I'm
It's-
traveling or something.
It's kind of like that, like what you was talking about. If you have the license, you should know better. The CDL, it's like a more restricted license.
It's a higher standard.
Yeah, so I think that's where like they should know better. Like they should not speed.
Yeah.
Because if you're speeding and you have a CDL license, they can take it away, and you can't use it for work. Like it's like it's more
but
incriminating.
do you remember going back in the day? And I'm pretty sure Carlos will remember because Carlos was like, you know, he was driving at that period of time because Carlos is pretty old.
Was it the car where the little feet? You have
Yeah,
to push with the feet,
Flintstone style.
like Flintstone.
Nah, but do y'all remember driving, and the only place I remember, because that's what I was driving at that time, was going to San Antonio, and it would say 65 during the day and 60 miles at night.
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy.
I remember that.
And then like the one on day, it would like cover up at night, like you couldn't see it.
Yeah, so the daytime it was a white sign with the black letters, and then the night sign was a black sign with the white letters.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember that, Riri?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
wasn't
That's
too long
funny.
ago.
That was like yesterday.
Yeah.
So fun fact, in New York, the speed limit is what, 65, Scott? On the highways?
Boring.
Where?
In New York, right? It's 65.
No, bullshit. It's like 40, 35, 55,
65 is the
50.
most.
I don't even think it went to 65.
I was like, oh, we're driving slow. That's the way I like to drive.
No, dude. So I sped it up a little bit, and like I was like, the cops can't even pull you. If they pull you over, where are you gonna go? Like,
Yeah.
Like if you're on this,
it was
lane
like the
over
Harbor
here,
Bridge. Yeah.
like I was like, they can't stop you, so let's go. But I mean, the traffic was so crazy though. But yeah,
Yeah. It was fun.
Okay, in going to Austin on that tollway,
Oh gosh.
that one's 85.
That one's scary. There's no
Why? How-
reason that you need to go 85 miles an hour.
You gotta get
Take
there.
a freaking airplane. Gosh.
And
Hey,
then,
so did you
calm down.
did you
And then in Stockton, like Stockton or like that area, it's 85 too.
Oh yeah, on Highway 10.
I think they're gonna. I think I heard they wanted to do 37,
Oh, heck
85
no.
also.
Hell
Wow.
no.
did you find any ponds? Did you find any waterfalls? Not waterfalls.
Oh, fountains?
Fountains. There you
Okay,
go.
so this was, I was gonna video it, guys, and everything, but we got to it was where the Supreme Court house is in New York, and in front of the Supreme Court house is my favorite show, which is Law and Order SVU, and a couple of the other shows actually use that building. And I went up there and I was able to get some pictures of it, and I saw, which was a water fountain, but I'm afraid that they were aware that I was coming already, and they covered off the water area.
Yeah.
So I was very disappointed. I did get to see the Law and Order building, but the water was cut off where I couldn't get
Yeah.
my feet
There was no
into.
water in the water fountain.
Yeah, so like that was very disturbing to me. But
You're traumatized.
yeah, I was very traumatized. Oh, another thing that we got to do, man.
Speaking of trauma,
Go for it.
what are you going to say? Are you going to keep it with driving and all of that?
No.
Okay. Speaking of trauma, so we flew to New York, right? And we flew over Louisiana. And in Louisiana, there was a hurricane. We flew through the hurricane. It was scary. I was scared.
So
Did it look cool?
so with
I
that,
couldn't even look out the window. I was too scared to look out the window. I
So-
regret it, but I didn't.
So with that being said, I have submitted an application to the Chronica about a meteorologist, because I actually have more experience now
He's a
Did
storm
I actu-
chaser.
that I'm a storm chaser. I actually went through a storm. So Chronica, if you need me, I can give you some information on the storm.
Hey, so no kidding, man. Did you see we almost had a tornado today?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That
Did you
was
see
cool.
that?
Where? What area?
It was
Ayers
the
and
picture that I
Crosstown?
saw was Ayers and Crosstown. It was like right
Always
over
in
there.
that area.
I guess like right by where that
I'm picturing the Bill Millers and
no, where the Peter Piper area
Oh, okay.
where
like
Peter
port-
Piper
kinda
used
like
to be.
Portinaires.
Oh, so
Yeah,
they
where
were
the wing stop and all that stuff.
trying to take
Oh.
out Peter Piper. That's what they were trying to do.
Oh my God.
Angel said, "I don't think I've ever seen Sylvia drive
I
before."
saw that. I'm usually a passenger princess. That's why.
Oh, calmate. She's I'm so cutesy. I'm so demure. Yeah, but yeah. So man,
Yeah, that was scary. But in retrospect, it wasn't that bad. Like it was just shaking. I mean, it's like it
I
wasn't
mean,
like flipping over. or
yeah,
anything,
it
you
was
know what I
pretty.
mean?
It was
wasn't that
crazy
bad.
though, man. It
Yeah,
was pretty.
it was
cool.
pretty crazy in the moment. But now that I think, like now, like when I think of getting on a plane, I'm like, dude, we went through a hurricane.
Could
I'll
you
be
imagine?
fine.
So what's the next adventure for Julie?
She will be in Sacramento next month. She'll be in Sacramento next month, so we'll be in Sacramento with her. Also, another thing that me and Sylvia got to do, we went to the Brooklyn and we went to the sandwich shop. Wow! So
I promise I'm not drinking alcohol.
we went to the Brooklyn and we went to the sandwich shop.
Me neither.
Sandwich shop, and the sandwich shop had so you go in there and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, what was it? What was it called?
It's called the Aki Way.
The Aki Way. And if you look up on TikTok, it's all over there. The Aki Way.
OCKY.
Yeah. What is it?
OCKY.
OCKY. So we put it in, and we show up in Brooklyn, and like it was very skeptical. Like you drove up, and it was like, okay, we can't carry a gun here. This is dangerous. But so we had to park up the street a little bit and like walk straight through like all the hood, and everybody's like,
Me and Scott were like walk through the hood like if we were back in Club One. We're all like having each other's back.
Yeah,
like,
y'all ready? You ready? So we walk into the place, man, and man, a big shout out to the Aki Way, man. They're very nice, man. They were very cool people, and I was kind of expecting to walk in and like, they're celebrities right now. They're like big dogs in Brooklyn, in social media in Brooklyn right now. And we walked in, and I said, man, I want to do it I want to get the Aki Way, but I want a video and everything. They're all like, oh yeah, for sure, man, I got you, man. And he goes over there, and the guy, explains how we do it and everything. We were able to record it. The sandwich was amazing. Oh my God, it was great. Big shout out to them, man. Cardi B's been in there, Little Uzi, all these big old people that are out there right now. Now we can honestly say Atomic Talk was inside there.
I was just gonna say
and that was pretty cool. That was one of the cool things there, man. And yeah, and then we took off from there. We ended up in Coney Island, and I didn't know.
Like y'all ended up there, like y'all got lost, or that's where y'all were going?
No, we were actually heading back, and then the exit said Coney Island, and we're like,
let's go. Yeah, we were exploring. Yeah.
So did you see the Warriors?
No.
No. The gang.
The gang.
No.
From the movie?
No, they were asleep.
They were asleep.
Yeah,
it's an old movie, bro. It was past a good time.
Hey, so guys, if you ever get a chance, and I really want to put this out there, if you ever get a chance to make a trip unplanned, unorganized, and want to live on the edge, try it one time, man. Just with your spouse or with your kids or whatever you're going to do, just burn out and do it. Just go out, do it, and like honestly, like just live and do exactly what you feel like doing at that minute, at that present time, at that present second. Just do it.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I did that this weekend.
Yeah.
I was at home Friday night. I get a phone call. A friend of mine's birthday weekend. Hey, she's from Dallas. She went to Austin. She calls me. Hey, we're over here in Austin. You should come. It was already like 2 a.m. I said, you know what? I'll be there in the morning. And I get up in the morning. I didn't even, nothing planned. I just get up. I'm going to get some clothes real quick. And I took off. And I was out there.
Were you like nervous at all? Like,
no.
What am I going to do?
Nothing.
Or like, you just I'm out.
I winged it.
So Marcos is probably still wondering on this question.
What question?
Is Marcos wondering or is Ray wondering?
Was it a girlfriend or a guy friend?
Were you staying with a girl or were you staying with a guy?
It was a doll.
A doll?
A blow-up doll.
Hey. And you paid rent? What?
She was expensive.
Yeah, but no, guys, it really, that is something to really try and really, just
out
live
of your
the
comfort
life.
zone, right?
Yeah,
like
get out of your comfort zone and
That's scary.
and eat something that you just wouldn't eat in your life and do something that you just wouldn't do and just live it, man. Because I mean, we are not planned on when we leave from here, and we definitely don't know when we're not able to make a trip ever again.
Yeah,
so just go out
tomorrow.
So just go out and do it and enjoy it, guys. And a big shout out to Eric Cantu, man. Eric Cantu. So, and I said it 4 times for one reason. So it stayed in your head because so you could know who you're voting for, guys.
You should have said it 3 times, like Beetlejuice.
He's got the cutest radio commercial, man. Have you heard it?
Yeah, actually I did.
From his kids.
Yeah.
Vote for dad. Vote for dad. Vote for dad. I love that, man. That's so cool.
And it's really cool, man, because like I said, man, I mean, we're headed into a new time and we need to move along with the times. And I've been really looking at some of the other people that are running out there. I'm not going to say that like for the other districts that that they're really think about it, guys. Like, go out there and really understand who you're voting for this time. Like, most of the time, what you do, you just allow it, and you walk in there and, who I really was coming in to vote for was the president thing. Who the president's going to be. No, guys, the president's a big deal. President's a big, major deal. But locally, I want you to understand, you need to vote for the person, the people who are going to better us. The president's going to better the United States. Honestly, what he does can benefit you and maybe not benefit you ever in your whole entire life. To be honest, he might go golfing and it won't bother you, whatever. But a local person here who's wanting to help us here is Eric. Look at it, guys. Look at the people that are running. Look at the people that are running, the ones that have been there. It's time, man. It's time. Just understand, who you're voting for. Shoot for the right person on there, guys. Eric is going to be one that you really want to make sure you stick to. And like I said, I can't say how much more we need help here in Corpus. Corpus is moving in a great direction and has been benefiting a lot of people here in Corpus. But we need to do more. We need better. We need more stuff coming into town. We need better things coming into town. And I will tell you, mayor-wise, the mayor, you might want to watch who you vote for on the mayor. We can set ourselves back or we could benefit ourselves. Just watch out for the mayor, guys. The mayor is one that you really want to focus on. We are going to start talking a little bit more about politics in here because, it's coming up a lot closer.
Crunch time. We're getting crunch time.
Next week is 2 weeks from now is when it's really, you can go out, early vote. I know that there's going to be a lot of change and there's going to be a lot, that you could have changed and you said, oh no, I was just going to go vote for this. Guys, the bonds, all those things affect us, man. Make sure you're looking at this stuff. Most of the time you go in there and you just say, really read what you're doing. Check what you're checking. One of the people that I can really recommend and vouch for, Eric. I can reach out to the guy right now. I can talk to him. I can ask him questions. If you have a question for me to ask him, write it right here. I'll go and ask him and have you an answer for the next podcast for what the question you asked. And then of course,
he won't hold back. He'll let you know.
He'll be honest. It might not be what you wanted to know, but you got the answer instead of, will he do this for us or won't he do this for us? He'll give you the answer. He'll be honest with it.
Or they just tell you what you want to hear.
Most people will.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And a big shout out, man, to Rafael, to Juan, to Caesar, man. They are kicking some butt out there with the appliance world, man. They're from, okay, so this is kind of cool, man. They are opening up in Florida now.
Hold on. Can we go back a little bit before I forget?
Go ahead.
About
rewind. Hold on.
About Eric. About Eric and the politics.
Okay.
You remember Sylvia one time? Well, not one time. A lot of times. I always say for Scott to run.
Yes.
For mayor.
Yeah.
And he never wants to.
And he
needs to.
Yeah.
I think what we should do is get the people to nominate him.
Right. I agree. I think
you'll be a good
mayor, city council.
Honestly, I wouldn't want to run for mayor because I'll try bringing like everything big out here. Corporals will be like New York. Everybody be like, oh yeah, I'm moving out of here quick. It'll be like New York. I'll go to New York and see Times Square. Bam, Chaparral. That's it. We're dropping the ball. we're going for it. Champagne.
And what's crazy is that it's the truth. Like he's joking, but that will happen.
La Terraza Ballroom.
Right there. Do the.
Wow.
Yeah, but a big shout out to, like I was saying, Rafael, man. He's already sealed the deal. He's now in. If we're reaching out to Florida, to the people in Florida, We do have an appliance for you company now that repairs over there. He is repairing appliances in California. I mean, in Florida now. He repairs in San Antonio. Corpus is the home base for him. And man, they got some good people on their team. They know how to repair. They know how to repair. They know how to get you going. They're going to get you
when people bake. So something's wrong with your appliance. Right now's the time to get them.
Yeah, don't wait.
Because he's going to be really busy.
For sure.
Yeah, the freezer where the turkey's in.
Yeah.
If it's not working, call me. I'll go pick up the turkey. I got you.
Yeah.
No, but we really do appreciate y'all guys. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Big shout out to all the people that joined in. A big shout out to all the comments that came in. Thank you, Clarence, for reaching out to us. We will be having him soon in the house. Big shout out for Epi joining in with us today.
And thank you.
We will see y'all soon, guys. We really appreciate y'all. Y'all stay out there safe and later.
Wait. We got in a little late, so we should give him another 30 more minutes.
He's not ready.
No, we got it. We got to end.
We got to make it to Acapulco.
Acapulco's gonna close, bro.
All right, guys. Y'all
bye,
stay
everybody.
safe, guys. Laters, guys. Are you recording already? This is the hottest. I got all the
This chair.